Good evening and welcome to Injustice Investigations. I'm Al Scott. Thank you all for tuning in to the show tonight. Normally on Wednesdays, we talk about the takedown of R. Kelly, but tonight we will not be speaking on R. Kelly tonight. There is a more pressing and serious issue that's going on within this country, and so tonight, normally we're here for 30 minutes. Tonight we're going to be here for a full hour. It is a story that we're going to speak on tonight. If you have not been affected by the story that we are getting ready to bring to you this evening, then you would really have to be a body without a soul. Lisa Perry, good evening. Tanya, hello, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in. Glad you all have tuned in this evening. I have been on this case all day from 7 this morning until about 5 minutes ago before airtime, because it is a case, like I said, that if it hasn't touched you, then you're just a body without a soul, and it has nothing to do with race. There's this one little girl in Houston, Texas, that right now she has the whole world at a standstill. And I've cried about this little girl as if she was my very own. The things that have happened to this little girl, no child on the planet should ever have to endure. People are mad, people are angry, people are lying, people are withholding information. And the people, besides her parents, trust me, we're going to get to them. But the people, besides her parents, that should have kept this child in safe arms, did not. They failed her. As if she was an inanimate object. No feelings whatsoever. This didn't just start happening to Maleah. This has been going on for a long time. From the moment this child came into this world, she was placed into the hands of evil, and she was marked for death. Placed in the hands of evil, and she was marked for death. Good evening, Easy. Thank you for tuning in. When you're blessed with a child, regardless of how God blesses you with that child, you are to protect that child, love that child, shelter that child, care for that child. But everything that a good mother and a good father would do was not in this house. It was a house of horror. It was a house of evil. Somebody said, we love you, Maleah. And we do. We love you. The whole world loves you, and it's got us all at a standstill. This started back, documented reports, went back to August of 2018. And we tried to contact the judge today to no avail, but because I want to know, why did the judge send the child back into hell? And I know basically the judge goes off of what the investigators are telling him, but you also have to be wise and use your own sense and your own intelligence. This child here had several, not one, she had several brain surgeries. This child, each time, was near death. Nobody gave a damn. Nobody cared. They put her right back in harm's way. Right back with her mother. Many of you keep asking about her father, her biological father. We're going to talk briefly about him this evening. He was in the report that we pulled up back in August of 2018, when him and Brittany Bowens stepped into a courtroom. We went back on August the 22nd, 2018, in a hearing with Bridget and Craig Davis, the biological father to Maleah Davis. They provided court with information of other family members with whom the children, too, could be placed with during their court proceedings. So I'm sure it started before 18, but this is where we get documented proof of when things started to go bad. Both parents could visit Maleah in the hospital, but only with supervision. I'm trying to take you somewhere. They would not be allowed to move the child without a court order. This is in August of 2018. Now, in February of 2019, this year, so Brittany, only had Maleah back in her life in the house for not quite 90 days. On February 2nd, 2019, a motion was made to the court to send the children back home to stay. That motion was granted February 15th, 2019. The family has a history of child abuse issues within the court. A history. This is nothing new for Brittany. I have no sympathy for Brittany. Brittany is a killer. She's in this 100%. She's trying to save her own ass right now, but it's not going to happen. Darion Vence did not do this alone, so he shouldn't have to do time alone. This was an outright murder. It wasn't just child neglect. This was an outright murder by Bridget and Vence. And I don't give a damn where Bridget was at the time. Bridget is 100% in this. Her tears don't mean a damn thing to me. We only saw her tears the other day when she came out of the courtroom, when they started calling her what she really is. She's a murderer. She's a monster in human form. And she does not deserve the title mom or mother, because a mom or a mother would not put her child in harm's way. And when a reporter asked her, have you or Vence or anyone ever misused the child? No, we're not those kinds of people. Bullshit, because the report says otherwise. So you lied right then. And then you come back and say, no, I forgot. Vence been molesting her ever since we've been together. Really? Yeah, sometimes he'd take her to daycare, but he wouldn't leave her. He'd bring her back and he'd molest her. I don't like the way he bathed her because he would molest her then, but he kept bathing her. And he would beat her so bad sometimes, she'd be bleeding. I tried to take her to the hospital. He said, you better not, so I didn't. And how long is this going on? A long time. So you're telling me that you let him do this? A long time. So many of you are saying that she probably was scared. Bullshit. Bridget is a monster in human form. She's in on this. I don't believe everything she's saying about Vence is true, but if some of it's true, and it probably is, I promise you this. She watched it, or either she participated, or both. I don't know what it was about this cute little girl, but Brittany hated Maleah with a passion. She hated that little girl. From day one, that child was marked for death, for day one. She falls out of a chair from sitting at a table by herself. Bridget's trying to set the scene like she's doing now for April the 30th. She's sitting in a chair by herself. She's sitting in a chair by herself at a table by herself. She falls out, and this gas get in her head. Bullshit. She had to be 30 feet up in the damn air for something like that to happen. August the 13th of 2018. Here's when we first come in contact with evil people. Physical abuse of Maleah Davis. No known perpetrator, but something happened to her. They don't know who did it. August 13th. Neglectful supervision of Maleah Davis by Brittany, her mother. That means she put the child in harm's way. As simple as that. After they had released Malaya and her brother back to Bridget once a month, the state was ordered to go in and see what was going on. Somebody said, I do not trust Brittany as a mother. Well, you do right not to trust as a mother because she's not a mother. And I quote this all the time. Tyler Perry in one of the plays says, I watched a dog give birth, that don't make it a mother. So here's what they wrote in their report. Malaya is a happy child. She loves to watch cartoons and play with her siblings and have her hair done. She is currently living with her mother and has visits with her father. Malaya is currently receiving occupational and physical therapy and will soon be going to speech therapy. That will never happen. That will never happen. Social workers, the judge, the attorneys, Vence, Craig, the biological daddy, Craig, Brittany, all those involved with this 4-year-old girl, they failed her. That's the bottom damn line. You put her back out there. A lady sent a message tonight, and I didn't have time to pull it back up. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I want you to read this letter that she wrote. And it took me a while to read it because I kept stopping because it will make you cry, the things that she was saying. And we was going to read them tonight, but we'll do it tomorrow and stuff. And she called it what it was. Basically, one line in that, she said, they put that child back into the lion's den. And that's what they did. They put the child back into the lion's den. What could a 4-year-old child could have done that would cause two individuals to beat her unmerciful? And it was always Malaya that was in the hospital with the brain surgeries. So somebody should be in jail. Well, you would think. But the doctor said, we just really don't have no solid proof as to how the injuries occurred. And with that being said, you can't charge anybody. And with that being said, you can't keep them. You send them back. And you let them go and they supervise. Listen, if I know you're coming out, I'm going to get my house clean, make sure there's food there, and I'm going to act just the way I know I need to act to make you think I'm doing everything accordingly that is in the best interest of my child. And when you walk out that door, as someone just said, I think it's Tanya, torture is going to be afflicted upon this little girl. Every time I look at the picture of Malaya, the surveillance video, when she was last seen alive, walking behind her stepfather. And I know y'all don't like to hear that name, stepfather, but that's what in states have different laws, different rules, whatever. So whatever you want to call him, you call him, but we'll just keep saying stepfather. He's in front of her. She's like in the back. I mean, why would you let her walk by herself? He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. That child, if you saw the video, not just the still pictures, for about 2 or 3 seconds, she paused. She didn't want to go in because she knows what happens behind that door. And that's why she didn't want to go in. So she went in, and she would never come out alive again. A 4-year-old girl. Okay. Now, this was on April 30th. I hope you got your pen and pad. This was on April 30th. On May 4th, Darion Vence goes to the hospital. That's when he reports to police that she had been kidnapped by 3 Hispanic males in a blue Chevy pickup truck. When he pulled over to the side of the road, because he heard a popping sound as if he was on a flat. He was on his way to the airport to pick up Brittany. Bullshit. Now let's look at Brittany. He didn't pick Brittany up. He didn't call Brittany. Brittany alleges she calls him. He didn't answer. Okay. So Bridget calls her mother, who is suspect to me too. Her mother picks her up, takes her to the house. She spends the night there. Well, why didn't you just go home? I didn't have my key. Well, you didn't think he was going to be there? I ain't know. You should have went. Why would you go there and you know not to go there? This was part of the damn plan. Bridget, I keep calling her Bridget. Brittany is setting her alibi up the same as Darion Vence is setting his up at the hospital. The next morning, now you want to report them missing. Why? You weren't worried. If we saw her last on April 30th, the other 3 days, did you even speak to her? Did you call? Answer me that. Did you call to check on your child? This is your child now that has had not one but several brain surgeries. Did you call to check on her? You couldn't have. Because I'm thinking when she went in that day, it ended. Right then and there. And he had her body in there the whole time, dismembering her body, which took a while. Now, go back. He did molest her. I called back and talked to him and asked him what he was doing. He said he was cleaning the apartment. And she thought that was odd. I'm like, we don't clean the damn apartment? What's odd about that? Well, he had bleach, and he had a lot of bleach. Okay. I see you all comments. I'm going to get to them in just a minute. I got to get this out right quick. And I found that odd, that he was cleaning with a whole lot of bleach. Hear what she says now. She found that odd. She found that it was odd. Vince was in the apartment cleaning it with lots and lots of bleach. Somebody said, dang, I missed the beginning. You'll catch it somewhere in the middle. I'm going to repeat some stuff anyway. I think the name is Delia or something. Thank you for tuning in. Somebody said, you know this. I can't. Now, she found that odd. Now, since she said she found that odd, don't forget when she told the truth to the reporter, she said that he molested her several times, numerous of times, and he would beat her. Okay, if that be the case, then why in the fuck would you leave your child with the devil in the lion's den and get on the plane and go? This is your child. I don't look for him to take care of. I don't. You. That's your child. She's had several brain surgeries. And you say he's been doing this for a while, and you hop your fat ass on a plane and leave her there. And if you're going to bury your father or grandfather, that's part of her. She should have went. I've checked everything. I know about the tickets. I know everything. I've checked. I've talked to Ron, the director of a funeral home, and we did that the other day. I think that show we'll do it again. Let me tell you something. Bridget, whatever was it, Brittany is involved in this 100%. You left her with him. But when you called, he said he was cleaning with bleach and it was odd. It didn't dawn on you, that sounded like he's trying to clean up a crime scene. It didn't, right? You love your daughter, right? Yes. But why in the hell when you landed and she's sick, you know this. She's on medication, you know this. She's had brain surgery, you know this. A mother, after that plane landed, if his ass wasn't there, if she had to, she'd have gotten a cab and went home or called mom and said, no, take me home. I'm going to check on my child. But you didn't. You know why? Because you knew the child was dead. You knew it. And the other day you have the audacity to say, I think my child is dead. I know damn well you do. If anybody knows, you know. The tears she shed coming out that courtroom, her ass was scared. She thought they was going to beat her ass, and they should have. Her tears don't mean a damn thing. She's a killer. Telling up there shaking with her and Malcolm X with that goddamn toupee on his head. He said, you see she's visually shaking. No, I can see she's deliberately shaking. It's bullshit. I speak for people all the time, but I got to feel that you're not lying. He has to know she's lying and just don't give a damn. But he wants to come out and put everything on Vence. No, we're not going to do that. And we're not going to play the damn race card and say, Hispanics want to start a riot. Bullshit. Ain't no Hispanic raise their damn hand about starting no damn riot because Vence lied. We're not going to let you play that. Vence. Brittany don't have no involvement in this. None. Bridget is trifling, insignificant, a monster in human form. She's existing just to be existed. When I saw her in the courtroom, dressed the way she was, looking the way she was, with them shades on, that's not the look, that's not the appearance of a worried mother. That's a killer. But she know now she's got to fake it in front of the media. You may fool some of them, but you ain't gonna fool Eddie Mays, boy. I know you're a killer. I know you're a killer. But why would you do this to your own daughter? You hated your daughter. You hated your daughter. If he molested her, your ass did it too. You're a monster in human form. And every time I think about it, it pisses me off. And here's what they were searching at yesterday and today. They said today that they may suspend the search because they can't find nothing. And I can understand that because they've done this for years. And they know when something's there, it's just not right there, and they just have to take a break from it. I can understand that. And someone inboxed me and asked me, well, we're going to stop posting on it because they're going to suspend the search. No. Whatever they do over there, they do. We're going to talk about this till Brittany's fat ass is in a jail cell. So we will saturate social media day in and day out. We're going to keep this in the public's eye. I promise you that. Now, if they suspend, I don't know if before airtime I checked, I didn't find anything that said they suspended it. I'll check when we get off tonight. But we will continue to post on this. And everything that you all send me, I send it to the proper authorities, and I thank you all for that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We've done a lot of shows, but this is the only show I've ever done that has got as much attention as this case. This case just, and it's easy to see why it has gotten a lot of attention, because there's still some good people on the planet. And this child is not their child, but they have adopted this child as their very own. They love the child, they care for the child, and every time they say something about the child, here's what they're telling them. Vince let you down, your biological daddy let you down, Brittany let you down. We will not let you down again. We're going to seek for the truth, and we're going to seek for justice. We will not be the ones to let you down. Monsters in human form. But here's what Bridget's mother said. She told the police that one day, while talking about a year ago, she said, before I tell you what she said, let me tell you this here. She lying through her damn teeth. She looked like a damn killer, that woman. Listen, about a year ago, about a year ago, out of the blue, Vence says, I got some places where if I ever kill somebody, I can hide that body and they'll never find it. So the police called Brittany to confirm what her mother said. Well, what you think Brittany gonna say? He sure said that, he did. That don't make no damn sense. If he did say it then, you should have told him then. She's in on this. She's in on this. She's trying to protect her daughter. Brittany is trifling. She never loved this child. Why? I don't know. The best time this child had, y'all, was probably at daycare when she was really free and she wasn't nervous. But when she knew they was lining up, it was time to go home, I bet she could pass out. But it wasn't anything she could do because she's a child. If they tell me to do something, I got to do it, be it right, be it wrong, I don't know. They control me. Whatever they said do, I got to do it. Like that day when I watched it on the 30th, she stopped. She didn't want to. And when I looked at him, I just wanted to kill the son of a bitch. The whole world is standing still for this one little girl. Just tell us. Just tell us. You're gone either damn way to go, bro. But just tell her where the body is. And you keep waiting on Vence to tell you where the body is. Ask Brittany. Ask Brittany to tell you. She knows. She knows. But little did Vence know, she had in the back of her mind, if shit go wrong, I'm turn state on your ass. And that's what she's doing. But she's also turning state on her damn self and she don't know it because she's super stupid. If what you saying don't add up to the evidence, the cops know you're lying. And they'll never tell you that. They'll continue to treat you like you're a victim. And the element of surprise will catch your ass and they're going to put them cuffs on you. Brittany needs to be locked up right now. Any damn excuse they say for not locking Brittany up right now to me is an inexcusable excuse. Brittany has a history of child abuse. A history of it. That those two kids, they should have never went home back there. I did something today, I told y'all the other night, that I wouldn't do. So I changed my mind, and I did it. I saw some of the pictures that the biological father put out, and we've already had those. We talked about it the other night, and I told you I wasn't going to put them out. But I put one out today, and let me explain it to you, because I know somebody said, well, you said you wouldn't do it. I did it today. I did it for one reason only. I know y'all mad about what's going on, but I want to get you pissed off. I want to get you so fucking pissed that you begin to call the leaders and ask them to find out what the hell is going on. When you look at that child's face in the hospital, a baby, why is her head swollen like that? Why is she having brain surgery after brain surgery? Why is she bleeding from the brain? Why did they have to cut half of her skull out? I want you to look at those pictures and I want you to get pissed. Call the police department and say, look, get up off y'all ass and get it right. But if y'all can't get up off your ass and get it right, then we're going to call some higher boys and girls here to get the shit right. And y'all ass got to get the fuck up out of here. There's no going home. There's no taking off. He won't tell you what shit. You should call in the goddamn FBI. They got more tools than you do. Find this little girl. Find her. Find her. I'm not going to play the damn race card, but find her. Leave no stone unturned. Brittany, your fat ass need to be locked up right now. I don't give a damn about you, and I hope when you get locked up, I hope they rape your ass. I do, because I'm pissed. This little girl, you're her protector. You're mommy. You're mommy. If you don't protect her, who will? If you don't love her, who will? Today, I had a little thing I did, because I've been in this all day, and I sat there, and because my head was hurting, and so I began to daydream, and I was like, somebody called and said, okay, boy, you can rest now. They found her, she's alive, but she's hungry, and she's going to be okay, and that made me laugh, but then reality set in. and we know it's not going to be a happy ending. We know this. And sometimes it's hard to face reality, but it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. These are monsters in human form that took a child and used that child for their entertainment, for their sexual pleasure. And the state knew about it. The hospital knew about it. Somebody should have stepped up and said, no, she shouldn't go back. A lady, she inboxed me. I can't remember. I read her letter the other day. And she used to be a social worker. She knows about this case. And the first thing she said, the first few lines, she said, I knew this is how this case was going to end. And that immediately caught my attention. She said, I knew it was going to end this way. Somebody said, it's been 15 days. Yep, 15 days. Oh, yes, thank you. Somebody said, I think it's Manuel, couldn't read the name. Don't forget, you all, we have put the link to the petition. It's in our description of the show, I think, to sign to put pressure on the police to arrest Brittany, because she needs to be in a jail cell. Malcolm X, her spokesperson, says she needs to see a psychiatrist. No, she needs to see a damn jail cell. Fuck a psychiatrist. By the time she won't come out of prison, but she's a neat woman. She get in prison, but right now she needs a damn jail cell. I have no pity for Brittany. I saw her standing up here doing this here. Stop the bullshit. You're faking. God damn. And she's deliberately shaking. And she's only crying because they got in the face and called her a murderer. And she got scared. That's why she shed tears. And she's caught now, and she don't want to go to jail. Her tears was not for her child. She's a witch. She's a witch. Nothing but a witch. 3 Hispanic males stopped to help them. But they see the little girl, and they fixated with her. Somebody said at the title, she needs death penalty. Exactly, they need the death penalty, both of them. But the only thing bad about that, bro, is that I wish they had the death penalty in Texas where they were stoning them to death, or a firing squad. No pity. No pity. I wouldn't give them no kind of plea deals, not a goddamn thing. If you don't tell me where the body is, don't worry about it. I'm not giving you no damn plea. I'm going all the way with this. But I know nobody wants to get the body. It's going to help their case more. Now, that brings me to this before I forget. The bail. You all upset about the bail. So am I. The bail was set at $1 million. Now, here's how the law works. He's charged with tampering with evidence, mainly, of course, okay? Serious crime. But normally, the bail is not going to be $1 million. The law states that you have to look at their financial situation along with the crime and the circumstances within that crime, and then use your best judgment. But then sometimes a court will come in and say, that was too high, you can't do that. And rather for them to come in and just sit them out, which they won't, but just in case, you go ahead and you lower it down to $45,000. So I was pissed at first, and I got to think, oh, that's why they done that, because I was surprised that she gave him a bail at $1 million, but she was pissed just like we are, But we have to make sure that we stay within the bounds of the law, because a case where they're guilty, it can easily be lost when we get put our emotions into it, and we're supposed to separate our emotions from what's going on. So that's probably why she lowered the bail. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe he's working with the prosecutors. I don't know. That would, if I had been a judge and the prosecutors came and said he's working with us to tell us where she's at and to tell us about Brittany's involvement. So I said, okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll lower the bail. We're going to talk about no time off yet, no lower sentence, but I work with the bail thing because we need to find the body. So that could have been another reason. That's what I thought. Somebody says, Brittany, we are coming for you. Oh, that's it. Yeah, sign that petition. Everybody, do not forget. Please sign that petition. If you don't find it here on my channel, I know the link's on there. Go to our Facebook page, Injustice Investigations News, and it's on there several times. I know. Brittany needs to be locked up. This child did not ask for this. She didn't ask to come here, and y'all, I mean, you did it so bad, and nobody knows how these trouble kept happening to her. How she kept getting bleeding from the brain, and her head kept swelling. And this would go wrong, and that would go wrong. Nobody knew any damn thing. Somebody knew something. They just didn't say nothing. So I don't know why doctors didn't step in, like the social worker said when she wrote the other day to me. She said she wouldn't have went for that. She would have got on the judge and said, Judge, you can't do that. Now, if you go ahead and do that, I'm going to sound the alarm that this child, you just sent her to her death. You putting her back in the arms of the people that are harming her. Though we may not can prove it right now, we know that's where these injuries are coming from. But knowing it and proving it are two different things. So what he should have done, or she should have done, said, you know what? I'm not going to let her go back right now. Other child, I know we don't know how it happened, but I'm asking the doctors to look at it again and again and again and give me some time to think on it. But for right now, for the rest of the year, she's in our care. She's in our care. And she would still be alive today. Y'all sent her back like she didn't mean a damn thing, like she was just an object, an inanimate object, void of any understanding, of any feelings whatsoever, and they just would torture this child. And I looked at this child, and she looked, I mean, I know she was scared. I know she was scared. Somebody posted earlier today, said she probably was terrified every time she walked in there. And not just with him, but with Brittany too. Somebody said that's how they feel. Couldn't catch the name. When your child come in that door, keep this in mind. It should never hurt to go home. It should never hurt the child to want to go home. If it hurts the child to want to go home, then that's not a home. And you need to look in it and find out what's going on. This girl is 4 years old. If Brittany looked me in my face and would tell me I loved her, I'd slap the shit out. I may go to jail, but I slap the shit out of her fat ass. You hated that child. Love don't do that. A good mother, if a good mother had went and left her child, when that plane landed, she's getting to her baby. She's getting to her baby. She's getting, my baby, where my baby, where my baby, where my baby? She didn't do that. Does that seem like a woman that's a mother to y'all? It can't. Brittany left her child with who she called, her words, a monster. Would a mother leave a child with a monster? Would you leave a thief in your home? Brittany, if he was doing this, why you didn't put him out? Why y'all didn't move out? Why? If he was doing this to this child, Maleah and Vence should have been separated. So who goes? Vence. And someone says, I don't know why women misuse their children for men. This woman here, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case, because ain't like Vence no goddamn knockout, but that wasn't the case. This is just an evil woman. I forget the name of it, but you have, I'm going to look it up tonight. There's a word for this that psychologists use when people crave attention, and sometimes they'll hurt their own children to do it. They'll kill their children to do it. And it's a word for it. I'm going to find it next time we do one of these shows and stuff, but that's not a mother. A good mother would not have left her child with Vence. And I can say this right here, and I'll be through with the show. If that really happened, Brittany, whatever that, what's her name, Brittany, if that happened, why you didn't call the police? Somebody answer me that. If it had happened to your child, and you knew about it, would you have called the police? That's it. Simple as that. Somebody said, Miss Loving, Charlotte, I think she said, hell yes. Somebody said I would call the police. I just wonder where she's at. I wonder how he killed her or how they killed her. All I can hope for is that it wasn't painful to her. And I'm really to the point where I don't give a damn why you did it. I mean, I want to know, but that ain't even important to me no more. I mean, just tell us where she's at. Just tell us where she's at. It's as simple as that. If you get to the point to where you don't want your child, you can't take care of the child, release the child. Call a family member. I got some things going on. But when you don't do that and you continue to mistreat the child, you're committing crimes and you need to be in prison. Brittany and him need to be in prison until Jesus comes. They need to be put so far in the prison system that you got to pump daylight to their ass. They're monsters in human form. I have no pity for neither one of them. Neither one of them. Lady wrote today and she said, Mr. Scott, I've been crying all day. And this woman is, I think she was in Chicago. I've been crying all day about this one little girl. This one little girl that she's never met, she's never touched. And she's been crying. And I've been crying. I'm not crying when I'm trying to figure out why did they do it. I mean, I'm just like, I'm figuring out, I'm like, why did they do it? Why? Why did you hate her so much? This goes back to 2018 that I can find problems with this child when she was in Brittany's care. What was it about this child that you hated? Why you didn't take her with you when you went to bury, your loved one? Did you speak with her after April the 30th? Did you speak with her on April the 30th? Did you speak with her between April the 30th and May the 4th when he ran his ass to the hospital to check on his injuries? This was nothing. He was treated for a hand injury and then that was it. And I'm sure he had his son with him and he was bone tired because he walked. Oh, no, he lied. Somebody dropped him off in his own damn car. His own damn car. These got to be the most dumbest people on the fucking planet. Video surveillance, got it. Why would you do this? If they didn't, they took the girl, but they didn't take the boy. If they're into sex trafficking, if they're into little kids, they're in the girls and they're in the boys. And why would they kidnap you and take you with them? Somebody said Brittany is the black Casey Anthony. I'm going to use that. Amen. She's black Casey Anthony. Amen. Why did they kidnap you and your 1-year-old and drove y'all around the damn city for damn near 24 hours? They had a lot of damn gas. And you was knocked unconscious. But you came in. He went back out. You came in. Oh, I'm back out again. I'm back in. Oh, I'm out. Bullshit. It never happened. That's not strong enough to put your ass in a state of unconsciousness. But why they didn't take your son? Better yet, why they didn't kill you? Because you can identify the 3 Hispanics. You can identify the truck. You may have the license plate. Your ass must die. But they decide to let you live and let you go. And they find your car. Was it 22 miles, I think, from where he said he was let out at? In the open, a shopping center. Up front, can't miss it. The blue laundry basket. With the black bag in it. They found the blue laundry basket in the trunk of his Nissan Altima that they stole. Also found a gas can Cadaver dogs picked up the scent of Maleah's decaying body, decomposing body. This is fucked up. This is just fucked up. There's not a punishment on the planet that will satisfy me for either one of them unless they let me choose the punishment. This child would never see 5 years old because her life was cut short because of some diabolical people. Malaya was marked for death the day she was born. The day she was born. Her death warrant was signed by her mother. Brittany signed her death warrant. Brittany needs to be locked up where Vence is at, and somebody needs to sign a death warrant for both of them. I've never seen so many caring people before in my life and angry at the same damn time. When I look on my page and I try to read as many comments as I can, but people are angry, but they love this little girl. And in the midst of their anger, they still saying, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. And I love it because everybody's coming together because you're touched by what has happened to this little girl. And she's following her killer into an apartment. She didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing a 4-year-old can do wrong that would warrant that kind of punishment. These are just some very diabolical, sick, disturbed individuals, monsters in human form. Tonight, if you will, post somewhere through your social media accounts when this is over. Post something about this little girl. And whatever you post, if you can, please put a picture with it. Put a picture with it. Tonight, I'm begging you, put something out about this little girl. Saturate your social media accounts. Call the police department. Call your leaders and tell them to get it right. To get it right. Sign a petition. Sign a petition. Please, because Brittany needs to be locked up. When Brittany was crying that day in the courthouse and when she was crying in the parking lot, her tears did not mean a damn thing. They were not towards her daughter. She didn't want to get her ass whipped, and she knows she could go to jail now because she didn't plan this right, and she thought somebody in that group was going to whoop her ass, and they probably was. I have no pity for her. I have no, not pity, I'm pissed off at, he has to do what he has to do, but I'm a little pissed that Brother Malcolm X was trying to throw the race card out there. That card is so damn old and wore out by now, we're not going to let you do that. This don't have a damn thing to do with race. This is a human issue. And you cannot stand there with integrity and speak ill about Vence and not speak ill about Brittany that's standing next to you. You might be the only man on the damn planet believe what the hell she's saying. Or you just don't give a damn because you just want some more attention. You cannot be out for justice for Malaya and you covering up for a killer that's standing right next to you. It don't work that way. You can't ask for justice on this end, but you, along with fat ass, is lying and practicing acts of injustice on the other end. Sympathy for a killer. Where they do that at? You can't do that. You either here or you either there. And quit trying to put, folks don't know. He dismembered that body. What the fuck did Brittany do in it? Stop telling me what Vince did. What did Brittany do? What was her role in this? Because she had a role. It seems to me she controlled the damn shots. Brittany didn't go home that night because Brittany was setting her alibi with a lying-ass mammy. I think I'm done. I love y'all. We all have more days behind us than we do in front of us. So we all ought to try to do something good. I haven't always done right, but I haven't always done wrong either. This is a case, again, I keep saying it's touching the whole world. People are pissed. This is a helpless little girl. It wasn't enough that y'all had her with brain surgeries after brain surgeries after brain surgeries. You kept going, you kept picking. Why? Why? And for you all who say, well, God gonna fix it. That's the shit they said during slavery. I'm not against the Bible. I'm not against God. I'm a praying man. But when you couldn't do anything in slavery times, that's all you would say. God gonna fix it. Leave it alone. That's not the way it works. God gave you a brain. Use your intellect. You can't just pray and leave it there and just go on with your business. That's not how it works. Now, if we're going to go biblical, faith without works is dead. Make the calls. Push them to get it right. If they're going to suspend this search in Houston, Texas, for those of you that are there, start your own search. They'll let you do it. All hands on deck. I love y'all. Thank you all for tuning in to the show tonight, and please remember when this is over, if you can. What's my email? It's investigationscott@gmail.com. investigationscott@gmail.com. And if you forget it, go up where it says to open another show, tell you what the show is about. It's going to be right there. A picture of a child, tell her you love her, and whatever else you want to say, and just push it. If you don't put anything out through social media tonight, put something out about this 4-year-old girl. I know for a fact that there are 2 people on the planet, Maleah, that didn't love you. 2. But I promise you right now, you got the whole world loving you. You got the whole world putting a blanket of love around you. Many failed you. I don't know if they failed. 2 I know failed you intentionally. Others, I don't know, but I do know they failed you. But now that we know, I promise you this, we're not going to fail you. We're not going to let you down. We love you. I love you all too. Be it the Lord willing, we'll do this again tomorrow. Remember, I am not always right, and you are not always wrong. I'll see you on the radio.